Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I wanted to take the opportunity to introduce a person who is a new sponsor of videos. Gordon, thank you so much for sponsoring this marathon of 3 songs. I appreciate it. And we're going to go through some information about these tunes that he provided us with. Also, thank you so much for providing the links. I know it's a little bit more work to get everything done, but I really appreciate it. And that way we also make sure that we're playing the right songs, because it can get confusing, especially when using YouTube or Spotify. There's so much information, and sometimes there's different versions. Some are better than others. So again, thank you so much for that. So with that out of the way, let's get to the music. I'm really stoked. We recently just did a reaction to not really the Supremes, but this is called 3 Cycles of Love marathon with the Supremes. And here are the links. We're going to do Come See About Me from 1964, Love Is Like an Itching in My Heart from 1966, and the other one is Love Is Here and Now You're Gone from 1967, and their respective albums. I'm going to mention them when I get there. So also, I'm just going to read through the information that Gordon provided me with, which is really important, of course. And let's see here, where does it start? So because yes, we did a reaction to Diana Ross, Ain't No Mountain, which I think was a request by JK, but it could have also been just us, doing it. Sometimes we just, do something that we, did before, but we want to just continue, to know more. So it said here, you recently loved Diana Ross, Ain't No Mountain. So I thought to enlighten you as the group she led into the 60s. I'm not going for the more obvious tunes, which I really appreciate. We love deep cuts. Most happy fans know best because I'm not a mere fan of the Supremes. My friends tend me to describe me as instead as a Supreme scholar. Still too narrow down. But to beat 3, it says here, these are what come to mind. So the tunes, first one here, Come See About Me, it says here, and then he gave me the information about the right version. Let's hear, was their breakout hit #1 August 1964, and their follow-up Baby Love November 1st 64 solidified them as a leading group of the girl group rock zop genre. Come See About Me came out the gate swinging and passed descending Baby Love on its way to becoming their 3rd consecutive #1 single. It topped the charts final week of 64. 3 #1 singles in a row was unheard of for any group except the Beatles. The Beatles then hit #1 with I Feel Fine the next week and held it there a couple weeks, while the Supremes held #2 spot. And by mid-January 1965, Come See About Me jumped back onto #1, again replacing the Beatles from that perch. People noticed the Billboard chart had the deuce between the British boys and the American girls, especially marketing executives. Suddenly, the Supremes were not simply another girl group, but a potential cool cultural powerhouse. Suddenly, they were in demand on television and in nightclubs everywhere. Come See About Me catapulted the Supremes into the pop stratosphere. I mean, I don't think you are really a Supreme scholar. I mean, you know your stuff. I love it. Thank you so much for all the detail, because we do have some people that it might be their first time listening to this, and then we have, the diehards. There's some people that I know on the channel who know everything about every band ever. What if there was some kind of if the sax player, set the solo out on this album, and if they got a new drummer and stuff like that. So there's really, really knowledgeable people on this channel, and I'm really welcoming you because it looks like you do your homework. So again, thank you so much. So let's give it up here for this tune, and then we're gonna read about the second tune we're gonna do. Let me take this off here, this light. And here we go with the first song. I'm really, really stoked to do this. And so this is from the Where Did Our Love Go 40th Anniversary Collection, which is on Spotify. If you like the sound, the way it sounds, this version specifically, this is the Come See About Me version that he chose. Okay, it's not very long because I know 60s music was time limited in the studio. It was like not about like, you know, you can just jam and go into your like improv and stuff. It's just like it had to be quickly and swiftly. So here we go. The Supremes. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. See how they would see how this is the one that we're gonna do next. See how they would just cut off the end, like the fade out was even short. Like it wasn't even like the time was so limited. So we have, for those who you don't know, they are Diana Ross, Florence Ballard, and Mary Wilson, the singers. And of course, we also have to give credit to the bands. And for example, the Funk Brothers are here doing the instrumentation. And we have, of course, guitar Robert White. We have different guitar players. On this track, it was Earl Van Dyke on piano. Guitar is Robert White. We have on bass James Jamerson. On the drums, we have Richard Pistol Allen, and so forth. And we, of course, there was a sax, Andrew Mike Terry, and so forth and so on. I mean, I love, to give, because it's not like the Beatles who were singing and playing. They were the singers, they had their band. But I can see how this is such a amazing thing happening between Britain and America, this back and forth, and for the number one spot. But I just love their sound. Um, it's really good. It's really really good, and I think Diana is doing like the lead, and Florence and Mary are doing the backing vocals. But I mean, it's just so perfect. It's just so perfectly recorded, and I really appreciate this. Really really cool. So let's check out, and I'm gonna try and also like this album is so there is this expanded edition, and this album is like it has a lot of stuff, but 27 tracks to be exact. But I mean, I think the way it came out, when it came out, it must have been very very, you know, just like short, you know, the album. So but now we get all these like deluxe legendary editions, you know, and then it does change. So the next one is Love is Like I'm sorry, Love is Like an Itching in My Heart. Now let's see Gordon, what he has to say. Again, thank you for your knowledge. Love is Like an Itching in My Heart from 1966. The best mix of the single version comes from the 2008 compilation, the Definite Collection, talking about collections. And he provided me the link to please not use a specific version, which I really appreciate. We want the best one, or at least the one that you like, you know, that this is your marathon. Let's see here. Some trivia here. And it says here, the first #1 album for any female group, ironically, the second all-female group to hit the top of the Billboard album charts, the Go-Go's. But I digress. This was horribly marketed, in my opinion. Didn't help that they performed the live on Ed Sullivan wearing ball gowns. But this track did crack the top 10, making this a relative deep cut for the Supremes and the sharper Supremes fans. I mean scholars. I know this track well. Again, please use the Definite Collection. Thank you. And what we just like decided, because when I was reading this, I was like, oh shoot, which one is it? Oh my God, I'm gonna mess this up. And then I was like, and then you said, you know what? I mean, I can send you the links. I was like, please do so. I'm getting anxiety here. You know, I don't want to mess this up because I've done so, and it's really, yeah, it's not good, you know, because you guys want a specific version, and then I do a specific version which is not the right one, and it's like not what you asked for, you know. So always, guys, send me the links if it's Spotify, YouTube, or even sometimes people have sent me their private collection, you know, rip. So yeah, whatever works, you know. Okay, let's check it out here. I'm gonna load up the album. 66. Let's see. I got the discography here. They released a Christmas album, and then I hear a symphony, and then the Supremes a go-go. All right. I think same musicians. Maybe the Funk Brothers are still doing the instrumentations, orchestration, the Detroit Symphony Orchestra as well. And we got some different musicians here. We got still Diana Ross, lead vocals, and then Mary Wilson, Florence Ballard, the Andantes on the instruments on this time around. Okay, cool. That's why I love Wikipedia, because they're so specific. I mean, people that put this is like also like just people doing the work, you know. It's not even like I could edit stuff on this website right now. So here we go. Love is Like an Itching in My Heart. Also on the shorter side, a little bit longer. Let's check it out.
Love is a real life wire. keeps me sighing, ooh, keeps me yearning. No mama can't help me, no daddy can't help me. I've been bitten by the lover, and I need some
So good.
information to help me out the situation. Now when you're ill, you take a pill. When you're thirsty, drink your fill. What you gonna do? Oh yeah, when love gets a hold on you. Love is like an itching in my heart, and baby, I can't scratch it. Love is a nagging irritation, causing my heart complication. Love is a growing infection, and I don't know the correction. Got me rocking and reeling, and I can't shake the feeling. Love is like an itching in my heart, tearing it all apart, just an itching in my heart. Baby, I can't scratch it. Keeps me sighing, ooh, keeps me yearning, keeps me burning, keeps me tossing, keeps me turning, keeps me yearning. I've been bitten by the lover, and I need some information to help me out the situation. Love is a nagging irritation, causing my heart complication.
Wow. So good. Okay, so now this is a Motown label. Let me check if the one that we listened to. I think it wasn't. Let me see. 64. No, not yet. So this is, I guess, when you get into the big charts, you know, like once you're with Motown, yeah, things change. Of course, everybody, you know, like coming out of there was just super successful. Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson. I mean, the list goes on. Them. So this one, I love the bass. I love the whole, just the whole vibe. Again, the Funk Brothers on the instruments. Here, very important that I wanted to mention. Let's see here. I just had it. Just had the song. The way this was written, beautiful here. The baritone sax, played by Andrew Mike Terry, that gave, and it had a solo, but the injections there of that sax are just super effective, along with the bass, the drumming. You know, it was, I don't know, very danceable. And it's crazy when you say this was more like a deep cut. For me, this sounds like gold, you know. This is, but I don't know them that well, you know. It says here, Billboard said of the song, more exciting sounds from the girls in this slow rhythm rocker with solid backbeat. Cashbox described the song as a throbbing, rhythmic pop blues romancer, all about the real lucky gal who has finally found the guy that she always dreamed about. I mean, this is from the 60s, you know. And then Record World called it a new pearl in the string of supreme hits, and said it has all their beloved tricks. Isn't that like different, you know? Because I see some reviews, and I've talked about reviews, you know, but they're so harsh nowadays, you know, they're so harsh. But not nowadays. You can even talk about the 80s and 90s or the 70s, but there's some reviewers, and I don't know, do they have a background in music? Do they really know what's being played, or are they just being like, oh, it's not hitting with the public, you know, it must be garbage. So I don't know. I really never. I have to make like I want to watch a documentary on what is a music critic. Like a real important one. That if you get a 2 stars from him, that means something. But is that person really like a musician? Does he know how to write music? Does he know how to, I don't know. Like, is he a musician? Does he have the authority, or why he has the authority? Has he heard millions of records, and maybe that's why he can people listen to him? It's like, I don't even know. When I read like movie critics, have they really studied the art of the camera or stuff like that? I really have to like figure that out, but I mean, I just love the way they would word it back in the day. It's really, really cool. So okay, we're only 20 minutes in now. Obviously this is going to be a little bit shorter because it's the songs are just quite short, but we have some more information here. Gordon, this is from Love Is Here and Now You're Gone from 1967. Again, please use the track that we got. We got the right one. It says here, this one is truest to the original stereo 45 mix. So I wouldn't even know what that is. This was number one single. This was number one single, number 9, consecutively hitting the top after 2 prior singles. You Can't Hurry Love and You Keep Me Hanging On both topped the charts in late 66. This track evokes the Baroque pop fad of the time, where some popular songs on the airwaves were heavy with orchestral rushes and flutes and occasionally a harpsichord. This adds to the melodrama, and boy, is this a melodramatic song. Just love this one, and it's my karaoke go-to pick to perform myself. There you go. If it's easy enough, I'll do some stuff in karaoke. We've done, like, Alexia and I. What have we done together? We've done some Steely Dan. Now that I'm wearing a Steely Dan shirt, we've done Haitian Divorce, but we've done some stuff that has like some female and male, and we're not the best singers, but hey, we try. But it just doesn't really come in. Nothing comes really to my head right now, but we've done some cool stuff karaoke wise. It says, anyway, hope you'll enjoy, and I'll catch you in the comments. Thank you, Gordon. I appreciate it. And if you want to also, DJ Gordon is the guy to write to in the comment section. You can find him, DJ Gordon. So yeah, give DJ Gordon some love in the comment section, because he paid for this video. He made this video possible. And I think all sponsors deserve, a little thank you from the people in the comment section, because you guys, YouTube is free, but people like Gordon, they provide their hard-earned cash for these marathons, and I really, really appreciate it. All you guys that sponsor marathons, single songs, everything, the dance, just to keep this channel going. It is, it is what it is right now. Everything is a little bit more expensive, but hey, that's just the world we live in. And I guess, it is what it is. But again, thank you so much. I'm going to close this off here. We're going to go to 67 here. Let me check. 67. This is from the Supremes Sing Holland album. 1967. I mean, that's the one that I have, the one that you sent me. Gordon, thank you. And Love Is Here and Now You're Gone. Let's check it out here. I want to see here. I want to pull up some trivia myself. There it is. Dozier Holland. Again, Motown involved. Let's see. The 10th album released by the Supremes from Motown, 67. This was the group's final album, fully overseen by the songwriting team of Holland Dozier Holland. Within months of this release, the trio would stage a works slowdown in protest to Motown. CEO's Barry Gordy's business decision. By the end of 67, HDH had departed Motown, but not before producing 4 final Supreme singles. Wow. Let's see here. Give me a second. Again, Diana Ross, Florence, and Mary on the vocals. And we have the Andantes, some backing background and vocals. Brian Holland, producer. The Funk Brothers on the instruments. All right, here we go. Also a shorter one. Let's check it out.
Love is here, and oh my darling, now you're gone. Love is here,
The drama.
and oh my darling, now you're gone. You persuaded me to love you, and I did, but instead of tenderness, I found heartache instead. Into your arms I fell so unaware of the loneliness that was waiting there. You closed the door to your heart and you turned the key, locked your love away from me. Love is here, and oh my darling, now you're gone. You made me love you, and oh my darling, now you're gone. You said loving you would make life beautiful with each passing day. But as soon as love came into my heart, you turned and you just walked away. You stripped me of my dreams. You gave me faith, then took my hope. Look at me now. Look at me. See what loving you has done to me. Look at my face. See how crying has left its trace. After you made me on your own, then you left me all alone. You made your words sound so sweet, knowing that your love I couldn't keep. My heart cries out for your touch, but you're not there, and the lonely cry fades in the air. Love is here, and oh my darling, now you're gone. Love is here, and oh my darling, now you're gone. You made me love you, oh my darling, now you're gone. You made me love you, oh my darling, now you're gone.
It's so good. It's like almost so sad that it's so short, because these are so well produced and recorded, and the intention is, it just delivers. Every song is like very calculated, and I love the bass on this. Everything. I don't know. It's just like I love this this era, because it was more about, it was about love, a lot about, just that theme. I think it has always been successful, and what came later, like, for example, the Moody Blues or stuff like that, or even like in 80s bands, it was a lot about love, even I can't really say metal, I haven't really learned. There's some ballads, but not really about love and loss and, like stuff like that. But this is just a beautiful example of where music was, and yeah, the Beatles, for example. The Beatles sing about, all you need is love, or just about, love and longing and loss and stuff like that, So beautiful stuff. And yeah, I wish they would have been longer, honestly, but I know the rules the way they were. But this was really really fun. Thank you so much, Gordon, for providing me with these three. And yes, you could hear a lot more orchestration here. You could hear some string sections, violins, cellos, and stuff. Very much on the background, but yeah, it did add to, like you said, a little bit more dramatic, the whole thing. The other one was a little bit more tropical. It had a little bit more a different feel. But yeah, it is. Whatever works, and it did work. That's the good thing. But again, thank you so much for being here, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you do enjoy the video, please like the video, give it a thumbs up, or give it a thumbs down. If you didn't like the video, be honest, leave a comment, leave something for Gordon, something for me, or whatever. Subscribe to the channel. I mean, that really helps out. And yeah, let us know what you think. Thank you so much, because if people like this, maybe Gordon says, hey, I'm gonna do a number 2. I don't know, stuff like that. Thank you so much for all the information you provided. I appreciate it. And I could assist there a little bit, but this was some really fine music, beautiful stuff. And I love that it's so well preserved, that we can listen to different versions of these tunes. And thank you for sending me the right ones that you wanted. Again, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all in the next one.